these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Yeah, I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
19.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. He's loaded another one up. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, Williams. It's taken in by Lomadunze. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Dumped off to his running back. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Pass brought in by Burton. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
McCarthy to throw it. This is a heater going deep. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Thomas on the return. Massive hits, the ball's out. And they steal it back on the return. And Minnesota returns. The Vikings grow their early lead to 13. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Nice little energy on their sideline after that bumper return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's Taylor off in the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They go counter. It's Johnson. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, that's a run that's hold home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To throw, Williams. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made it pay.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let go! 79, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight.
McCarthy throwing here. Brought in, Ty Felton. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Has it in close. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 21-14 our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. They're down to their final one in this half.
Got it, ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lion. Set, ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to the air, McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10.
In the red zone on first. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Completed over the middle. stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that deep.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings take a 13-point lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. They motion the tight end over. Out of the pistol, Williams. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the fumble recovery is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
First down throw by Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. Williams to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. It's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there, so we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs. And he just got it done.
He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to game. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, Williams. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
And he goes down. The Bears got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Has it downfield, working the left. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 35 out of that one. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Again, McCarthy to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. At the 20. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So not just settling for one here. They're going to try to chip a couple points off that halftime deficit.
The Bears
Williams trying to throw for it. And there it is. He makes the play in the end zone. And with no time remaining, they tie this game up as we head into halftime locker room.
22.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have the football just a tick beyond midfield at the 49. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take over.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Corey Black has got it. And the Vikings will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
79 Bronco. Let's go.
Play action, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
This is Mason on 2nd down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's his running back. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Nothing like a little suspense on fourth down over there on those sidelines as everyone waited to see just whether or not he got the first down. Some of these running backs, though, Kate, they just have a nose, just have a feel for exactly what it takes to move those chains.
70 Lion.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Finds him over the middle. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 24-point ball game. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Second and 10 now. Williams. Looking over the middle. That's Odunze. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up on their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Williams to throw here, third and 1. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's going to be Bears football, and they face elimination. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth. Offensive line fast. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in the hurry up here. Williams from the gun. That's complete. Cole Kmet. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Pass brought in by Burton. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge game.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard.
Williams set to pass. Has it down close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings making a 3-score game in the 4th.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2. They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He's going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. So you know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did for 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
These drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Another carry for it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Bears in the nickel, third down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He dodged the tackle, and he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. That was the wrong time to lose track of the play clock. They need 6 now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle, and he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with